Hey there. I just arrived at home for my lunch break, and I wanted to talk about love for a few minutes. Back in 1967, the Beatles had a hit song called All You Need Is Love. But is that really the case? Is that all we really need is love? I'm here to tell you it depends on what kind of love you're talking about. You see, Jesus told his disciples before going to the cross, in John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35, that we are to love one another as he loves us. That's how the world is going to know that we are his disciples. When the world sees us loving one another like Jesus loves us, then they'll know we are for real. Too often in life, we tend to love one another according to our own understanding of love. Many people don't even know what true love really is. Let's say that you're a college student and I introduce you to my friend Steve. And let's say your name is John. So, hey, John, I want to introduce you to my friend Steve. Steve, this is John. And Steve says, hey, John, nice to meet you, and smacks you really hard on the back. And you're like, nice to meet you too. The next day, you see Steve walking towards you in the hallway. As you are approaching him, he walks by and says, hey, John, how you doing, buddy? And smacks you really hard on the back again. And you're like, good night. This goes on for another day. Finally, you've had enough of Steve. So you're in the hall again. You see Steve coming around the corner towards you. You turn around and you go the other way because you don't want any more of Steve. But let's just say that Steve is intuitive enough to recognize that something's wrong. And so he chases you down and he says, hey, John, hold up a second. Is there a problem? And you're like, well, you know how whenever you see me, you'll smack me really hard on the back? And he'll say, yeah, I'm just loving you. And then you respond with, well, in that case, can you stop loving me then? Because that's not love to me. Too often in relationships, that's what happens. We tend to love one another according to our own understanding of what love is, rather than finding out, Jesus, how can I love others the way that you love me? And do that instead. Sounds like a great plan to me. God bless.